So we had some people that were marching, and then we were hearing. We are adjusting our camera now, you guys, because we were hearing someone say, "Move, move, move." They're coming out. Something as if we thought we would see federal agents, and that might be what we are seeing right now. So we want to take you over here. Yes, that's what we're seeing. Federal agents going in here to the Zipps location off of Mill. We have people shouting shame. It looked maybe 5 of them just went inside. I was able to speak with the public information officer here for the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office because, as you can see, we have sheriff's deputies that are here outside. They told me that they were called just before, and they are providing scene security, and that is what is taking place now. But we have people here that were talking to them, very displeased about everything that is taking place here, and we have reached out to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office to ask some of those questions that people have been asking us. Why are they here? Again, we just heard scene security, but we are waiting to hear more from the county sheriff's office, and I was told that we should be getting a statement soon. So someone let me know if we do get that statement. But again, we've had people, so you might look and see that some of this crowd, it looks like, has dispersed, but that's not the case. As far as we can tell, some people started marching around, and then some people, just before we went live, started yelling that there might be federal agents that were coming, and then again, we just saw them go into the Zipps location. We do not know if there are employees inside. We do not know what else is going on. Go ahead, guys.
Actually, what's interesting, though, and please don't clarify if I'm hearing it incorrectly here, but it sounded as though the crowd was pretty calm, you know, with the MCSO, the sheriff's deputies there, but then as soon as the ICE agents, the federal agents were there, then they started chanting and making conversation. They're not doing anything toward the sheriff's deputies who are providing that external, you know, security. It's only when the ICE agents or the federal agents are there that the crowd starts to get loud.
Well, there have been some moments where they have talked to the sheriff's deputies, and the sheriff's deputies have responded back to them. I will say some people have been yelling at them, recording them. Many people here recording, and like we've said many times, we're hearing the whistles that are blowing. But things do get much more intense as we see those federal agents. And like I said, we saw them go back in, and I was trying to look through the windows because here at this Zipps locations we have blinds that are drawn, and so we kind of have to go to a window that doesn't have those blinds. You can still see them, but again, we asked the public information officer that was here if there are still employees that are inside. We also asked about a woman. We were told there was a woman that was hurt here, and we did say, they did tell us that there was someone who had non-life-threatening injuries, but they do not know when that took place, and they are working to get some more information on that as well. We do have Tempe Fire here showing up to the scene here to our right, but again, we have so many questions. Are there people still inside? Are we going to see more of those federal agents come outside anytime soon? I think that the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office believed they would be here just for about an hour, and they said that the person that I spoke with said that he has been here now for about 2 hours, and I believe he arrived a little bit later. So we are working to figure out why there is a fire truck that is here on scene that has just pulled up now to our right, and also a little bit more about that person that they told us that had non-life-threatening injuries. We're going to continue to ask questions about that as well, because that was one of the things that people were very, very concerned about here.
And what's interesting about those deputies standing guard outside of that Zipps location, as you'll recall, about a little more than a week, MCSO Sheriff Jerry Sheridan was on our news partners KTAR and expressed that if ICE were to move in and there were to be mass deportations, now he initially said that he would make sure that the people of Maricopa County were safe. Now he then clarified the following day in a video saying that they would cooperate with ICE if they moved in. So this is the first time we're seeing that cooperation.
And like I said, you know, when I asked them, we're supposed to be getting a statement from the sheriff's office. I know we have reached out because people here are asking those same questions. Well, we've been told they're here for scene security.